Today, I'm talking about 5 things to watch out for in the Greater Toronto Area real estate market in 2022. I'm stopping short of providing any concrete predictions this time around. No one knows what the future holds, but there's consensus across the board that we're still in uncertain times with respect to our way of living, our economy, and of course, real estate. If you like these types of videos, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and click the like button. It helps with the algorithms. And as always, you can reach out to me for any questions, comments, and of course, real estate services. To start off, let's recap what happened throughout 2021 in the GTA real estate market. By the end of the year, real estate saw a roughly 25% year-over-year gain from 2020 prices. It happened gradually throughout 2021, rising quickly in Q1 into the spring, then staying relatively balanced throughout the summer, and then again rising quickly in the fall following the federal election. The gains in freehold real estate were more significant than in the condo market. While that 25% price gain sounds very aggressive, we've seen huge appreciation in most asset classes. Stocks, cryptocurrencies, precious metals, even used car and oil is up year over year. Investors have stepped in big time and are driving a lot of the demand across all these asset types. But on the consumer end, grocery prices are also up between 5 and 7%, so inflation is also a big driver. The fact that prices are rising across the board make the appreciation of real estate being a bubble unlikely. So our first watch out is we are not near an end of COVID-19. If the Omicron variant is any indication, this pandemic still has some legs on it. I don't know about you guys, but until December, I kind of just assumed that with proper global vaccination, COVID-19 would just be eradicated, similar to how polio is pretty much a non-issue today. Well, that's clearly not the case, and I think there's a possibility that we enter multiple lockdowns in 2022. Of course, this could further halt a return to offices, but this also means that the pandemic dust has not yet settled, and I believe this could further influence our economic policies and stimulus in 2022. This could mean keeping interest rates on the low side and potentially running up asset prices even higher, including real estate. If this economic uncertainty continues, I also believe that many homeowners will continue to stay put, which will of course limit supply in a very tight real estate market, edging prices even higher. Our second watch out is rising interest rates. Interest rates will eventually rise. It's not a factor of if, it's a factor of when. While the Bank of Canada and the US Federal Reserve have suggested that interest rates will rise 3 times in 2022, I believe that it was assumed that we were near the end of a pandemic and we're on the road to recovery. If we do see multiple rate hikes throughout 2022, my instinct is they're going to be pretty small at approximately 0.25%, at which point watch for some hesitancy in the market as buyers see what each other's do and see how the market reacts. Those 1 or 2 week periods will be great opportunities for prepared buyers as sellers and their agents won't know what to expect and might be willing to accept a slightly low offer. I believe these interest rate hikes will affect the market slightly in the short term, but over the long term won't significantly affect the market, especially as supply in the real estate market stays tight. Our third watch out for 2022 is a move back to condos. We're entering year 3 of the pandemic and there's evidence to suggest that condo prices will rise faster than freehold prices in 2022. For one, the average price of a Toronto condo at a bit over $700,000 is less than half of the average cost of a detached home at over $1.5 million. So if your budget is under $1 million, you're most likely looking at condos. 2, the freehold market has appreciated so much in the last year that further sustained price growth won't be possible unless we see a more pronounced rise in condo prices that those condo owners can take forth with them when they purchase freehold homes as they graduate up the homeownership ladder. And 3, life goes on. We're 2 full years from the pandemic when everyone left their condos and their rentals to move back in with their parents and delayed on dating or getting married, and people are ready to move on with their lives whether the pandemic is over or not. My fourth watch out is rising incomes. Toronto area home prices have risen 25% year over year. The average grocery bill is expected to rise further, roughly 7%, and inflation is happening everywhere we look. A question I've been pondering is if well-performing companies will do right by their employees and increase wages to reflect this higher cost of living. My instinct is no, we won't see a significant cost of living increase, at least not this year. But if we do see a significant rise in wages across the board, maybe as we see accelerated lateral movement in the job market, we could see further appreciation in home prices into the future past 2022. My fifth watch out for the year is a slow migration back into the city. I believe that we've seen an end to the great migration of home buyers leaving the city for the suburbs, and we'll actually start to see home buyers coming back into the city. I don't think this will cause a decrease in suburban home prices, but I do think that urban home prices will be rising faster than the suburban homes in 2022. I believe it's going to be slow and won't snowball until the latter half of 2022, maybe leading into 2023, but the appreciation of urban homes is going to be a big watch out for this year. So that's it. Those are my watch outs for 2022. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below, and if you want to have a chat, are planning a move, or are looking for some real estate assistance, you can reach me online at JonLeeHomes.ca, by email at johnleerealestate@gmail.com, or by phone or text at 647-983-0770. Catch you guys on the next one.